guys, welcome back to the lounge. Bobby D here, and I'm joined tonight with by my lovely wife, Yvette.
Hi guys, thanks for having me, babe.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure. And tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday 2025, and we haven't watched a Super Bowl in probably, I don't know, 8 years. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, about that. It started shortly after the whole knee thing with Kaepernick started. After that, it went downhill, so we just quit watching. It was just disrespectful for us, and we've been holding our ground since then. And I'm proud of it.
Yeah. But tomorrow, President Trump is going to be at the game. Philadelphia Eagles against Kansas City Chiefs, and rumor has it, unconfirmed rumors, that Elon Musk has taken out $40 million worth of ads, and of course we can't confirm it. We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll know for sure tomorrow, and then we'll know for sure if it was legit or not.
The one thing we do know is that some of the ads, they're not this Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light bullshit. It looks like there's a brand new sheriff in town this year.
Yeah, it's a little shift back to old days, back to the days where we all miss, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, when like a Prince's song, "Let a woman be a woman, let a man be a man."
Yes.
And we're watching Megyn Kelly, and she's exposing this. It's Megyn Kelly and Victor Davis Hanson, and she's telling us about what some of these ads are like, and man, it's night and day from the Dylan Mulvaney crap that I refuse to watch. Let's check it out.
On the subject of salaciousness, I am happy to tell you it's back in Super Bowl ads. And I think America is just fine with that. Yep. Now, I do think it's interesting. You get a preview. The big game is this Sunday. It's going to be Chiefs versus Eagles. And these things can be a bit of a cultural touchstone, right? Like, just where are we as a nation? They are removing from the end zone the end racism signs. That's big, right? Because we've been subjected to those lectures from the NFL for 4 going on 5 years now. They are not eliminating the so-called Black national anthem. We're going to have that thing, which is divisive in this context.
Ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
We only have one national anthem.
But they're doing it.
That's right.
We are going to get a halftime interview of President Trump, unlike Joe Biden.
By the way, I'm not racist by saying that. My wife is Latina. So I'm sitting here next to a Latina. There's one national anthem. Is there not, Yvette?
The American national anthem is the only national anthem. That's
right.
the only one that matters. That's the only one that
for
counts.
One and all.
We are together as one.
We are going to get a halftime interview of President Trump, unlike Joe Biden, who wouldn't sit for one because he couldn't.
He couldn't hold his bells
Trump
that
has
long.
weighed in on the Super Bowl, where he will be attending. And let me see if I can find what he said. He posted 2 great quarterbacks in this game, also an unbelievable running back, and the absolute best tight end in football. Now, we think that's a reference to Saquon Barkley on the Eagles and Travis Kelce on the Chiefs. Incredible coaching. If they would only get rid of that really weird-looking new kickoff deal, which actually makes football more dangerous, there's some new kickoff at the NFL, they would be doing everybody, especially the fans, a big favor. Anyway, it will be a great game. I'll be doing the interview before the game at 3 p.m. There hasn't been one in 4 years. Gee, I wonder why. Okay, so that's Trump.
Yeah.
And then
Trump, all right.
you tell me, like all over Twitter the past 2 weeks, anything that happens, you see like a Trump thing or Trump dance or, girls celebrating Trump, and you see the line, "We are so back. We are so back." That's kind of how I feel
feels
looking
like
at
it.
this
It
Carl's
does.
Jr.
Nice to feel it
ad.
again.
We are so back. It's featuring
The new Carl's Jr. ad.
an influencer by the name of Alex Earl. Watch.
Let's be real. Everyone's gonna be a hot mess after the big game. Been there, done that. And I've got just what you need to cure that post-party bug. The Carl's Jr. Hangover Burger. Egg, double bacon, yeah, you need that double bacon. Charbroiled beef, hash browns, cheese, and sauce. Just the way I like it.
Oh.
And guess what? It's free the day after the big game. You just have to download the Carl's Jr. app and sign up for my rewards. So get your free hangover burger on Monday, February 10th. He'll definitely need one.
Oh, did I just see? Wait a minute. Did I just see one of those signs said, "I love America"? Go back.
All right, let's see.
Right there. What does that say? I love Alex something. I can't make it out. Okay. I thought that was kind of interesting that they would put a sign there that facing the camera.
Alex Earl or something like that. Yeah. Here's the
For burger on Monday, February 10th. He'll definitely need one.
Now here's the thing, because they stopped making commercials that sexualize women for the Super Bowl, and I mean, let's face it, women are attractive, men are attracted to women. So of course, men gawk at women. They're beautiful. It's just human nature,
right?
I remember it was years ago. Burger King pulled this one. It was, let's see here.
When my belly starts rumbling
Hootie and
and I'm
Wilkers.
jonesing for
Wow.
a treat,
That's
I
a classic.
close my eyes for a big surprise. The tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch.
Such a good song, though.
It was the greatest. Crisp bacon cheddar ranch, the best they grow on trees, and streams of bacon ranch dressing flow right up to your knees. There's
Triggered somebody.
tumbleweeds of bacon and cheddar paves the streets. Folks, don't front you cause you got the juice. There's a train of ladies coming with a nice caboose. Never get in
You do have a
trouble,
nice
never need
caboose.
an excuse. That's the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. I love the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. No one tells you to behave. Your wildest fantasies come true. Dallas cheerleaders give you shaves. Red onions make you laugh instead, and French fries grow like weeds. You get the veg all day, all the lotto tickets paid. As a king
Every
who
guy in
wants
America
you to
could
have it
watch
your
this
way. That's the
commercial all
tender
day
crisp
long.
bacon
Isn't
cheddar
that
ranch.
Carmen Electra?
I have no idea who
think it is.
who she is, but I mean, gorgeous women, and what do men love? Gorgeous women. It's just a given. So they pulled that commercial years ago.
I remember when they took it down.
Because
Somebody got triggered.
a bunch. It was some leftists, probably 3%, and the 97% caved to the 3% like they always seem to do.
Yeah.
And and so we're throwing that woke shit in the trash can.
I say bring that video back.
Yeah, me too.
Commercial.
Okay, now Victor, Alex is a very attractive woman in a bikini with an enormous burger, and there are guys drooling over her.
They call it a burger
It's been
nowadays?
8 years since Carl's Jr.
No,
did this.
she had a gas guzzling sports car, not an
Yeah.
EV.
It was a
Yeah.
Mustang, wasn't
So,
it?
and
Corvette.
it kind of reminds me of during the Reagan years. You remember the 1984? You're too young, maybe, but they had that great scene where the woman runs in with the ball and she throws it into the screen. It's Orwell's screen, and that's supposed to be a competition for Apple. Apple was coming in. Everybody said IBM or Microsoft would crush Apple. And this woman runs into this Orwellian crowd that's mesmerized by these and she just throws a ball into the screen. It shatters. It was very famous, and it was kind of an epitome of the age that Reagan was kind of that whole period of 84 to 85, 86. It was like, we don't have to do any of that stuff anymore. And that was a very liberating period when he came in. He hasn't done, with all due respect to his memory and legacy, which was wonderful, I don't think he did as much in 8 years as Donald Trump has done in 4 years and 1 month. I really don't.
Right. Especially
got a
the last
point.
1 month.
It's not even I know, it's just
It's 2
not
weeks.
even a month yet. Seems like a year.
Right? Doesn't it feel like it's been
Does.
9
And he's
months
not
and it's
done
only been
yet.
2 weeks?
He's indestructible, and everybody.
Don't you think there's
it's
something
like,
to it? Like, I feel like there is something significant to the fact that the obvious nature of men and women is back on screen and being celebrated. That women love to be sexy. we're appropriate. And in a Carl's Jr. ad, it's totally appropriate. And men love to fawn over them. And that's a dynamic that
That's a
actually
fact.
leads to the continuation of humankind.
Guys dig
And it's
chicks.
fine. But we went through
Adam
this
and Eve.
crazy period. It's no accident that it's been 8 years, right? 8 years ago, we were at the height of the Me Too era. Now it's like, you know what? It's fine to show off the female form and have guys drooling over her instead of the stupid Gillette ad, which was like some self-flagellating guy trying to show us what a feminist he was, right? Like, something's changing. We are so
It is,
back,
and-
baby.
That's right.
And you can see it with comedians now. Comedians are dropping all of the self-censorship. They're talking about everything. Chris Rock, it's back to where it was. It's almost there. And I think it's going to be good. You know, I think it's going to be one of the most wonderful things for so-called minorities. Where I work, I think maybe the four most accomplished people where I work were Shelby Steele, Tom Sowell, Condoleezza Rice, and
Wow.
Chiron Skinner, and they're all African American, but race was always incidental. It was never essential to them. And they
merit.
competed, and they all grew up in the period of, not Chiron, but the other three grew up in a period of Jim Crow. And yet they were spectacular scholars, and they never, and I think now that's the model. And I think if African American people they'll realize that this DEI was a hindrance because it unduly stigmatized everybody. In many cases, unfairly, because
DEI did nothing to help
as I
anybody.
said, I went to
Risk
lunch
lives.
twice a month for 15 years with Tom Sowell, the two of us.
Oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah, it was like Tom was like a genius, and Shelby was the same way. And I talked
Carol
once in a
Swain,
while
too.
with Condit.
She's actually coming on next week.
Condoleezza Rice.
She's
Yeah,
brilliant.
I mean, they're all. I mean,
She's brilliant.
African American people have excelled in so many fields, and they don't need DEI. And the people who are the mediocrities of all races, I think, and a lot of the DEI is promulgated by white virtue signaling, performance art, guilty whites that feel that that's going to make them somehow feel good about themselves in lieu of actual accomplishment.
It's
And
ridiculous.
when I'm in academia, and unfortunately I'm still in it, most of the people who are DEI who are white are mediocre, and they just want to hammer that. Look at me, and you want to say, well, what are you publishing? What are you writing? What are you teaching? And they're all not preeminent. And so we've got to get rid of this commissar system, because if we don't, and I think we've almost got rid of it, what we see in the FAA or the Los Angeles Fire Department, it's going to be endemic, and all of our institutions are not going to work anymore. And we're going to be like the former Soviet Union or a third world country. But I think we've been saved in the nick of time. If Trump had not been elected, I just shudder to see what would have happened the next 4 years.
Amen to that.
No,
I think the
totally.
majority of us do that.
The back and forth between Hillary Clinton and Sean Duffy. I don't know if you saw it. It's the greatest thing.
I did.
I'm going off of the Super Bowl for 1 second because this is just too good. Okay, where is that post? I've got to find the Hillary Clinton, the original packet. Hold
Isn't
on.
that funny how she always comes out whenever
Yeah,
they're on a losing
oh,
end?
it's the salon effect. Okay, sorry. That's Mike. He's coming up next. All right,
always on the
so
losing end.
here is the Hillary. She tried to troll Sean Duffy, the transportation secretary. And Duffy tweeted out the following on X. Big news, talk to the Doge team. They are going to plug in to help upgrade our aviation system. Hillary Clinton decides to weigh in. They have no relevant experience. Most of them aren't old enough to rent a car. And you're going to let them mess with airline safety that's already deteriorated on your watch? Duffy, Madam Secretary, with all due respect, experienced Washington bureaucrats are the reason our nation's infrastructure is crumbling. You need to sit this one out. Hillary, U.S. Airlines had gone 16 years without fatal crashes. Then MAGA fired the FAA chief, gutted the Aviation Security Advisory Committee, and threatened air traffic controllers with layoffs. Now there have been 2 fatal crashes. Hope your unvetted 22-year-olds fix things fast. I thought he was just going to walk away because she was being so obstinate. No, he didn't. He came back at her. Duffy, I know you're lashing out because Doge is uncovering your family's obscene grifting via USAID, but I won't let you lie and distort facts. The FAA administrator announced he resigned over a month before Trump took office, and the air traffic controllers were always exempt from Trump's civil service buyouts. The previous administration shamelessly used U.S. Department of Transportation as a slush fund for the Green New scam, throwing away money and resources on wasteful environmental and social justice projects rather than updating our nation's antiquated air traffic control systems and other critical infrastructure. I'm returning this department to its mission of safety by using innovative technology in transportation and infrastructure. Your team had its chance and failed. We're moving on without you because the American people want us to make America's transportation system great again. And yes, we're bringing the 22-year-olds with us.
Oh,
This is the quickest way to pee out fat.
Mic drop.
Good God, man. Stop eating those. You're going to blow up. No, I'm not. The numbers on the scale just...
Job, Duffy.
Shots fired.
That's
Nice.
she's never recovered from the 2000s.
Here's the thing. One of the guys that Elon Musk has with them, they have had scholars try to, this kid is in college. He goes to University of Nebraska in Lincoln. And, they've got scrolls that are over 2,000 years old, and scholars could not solve them. They could not figure out the code to read them. And this damn kid from University of Nebraska, one of Elon Musk's Doge guys,
Yeah.
he solved it.
Wow.
They're reading the scrolls now for the first time. These are over 2,000-year-old scrolls, and they say, to say that those guys don't know what they're doing. Holy crap, man! Those guys are they've got minds like I can't even think like. And Elon Musk handpicked those guys. We all know Elon Musk. Hell, the guy can. He is a rocket scientist. He is an innovator. He is a genius. He does think out of the box. Somebody once said, "Well, this ain't rocket science." Yeah, it is. Let's see Hillary Clinton.
No, let's not.
With try to even remotely do what these kids are doing. Oh shit! I wouldn't even try. I would never pit myself against those kind of guys. I'm not that bright, and I'll admit it. But yeah, she
needs to go back in the closet with her server.
I'm with Patrick. No, she needs to go to jail. No.
Yeah. There's always that.
But I'm with Patrick. With Patrick Duffy. You need to sit this one out.
16 defeat. She really hasn't. She's been crushed. She used to be kind of a normal person, and she had some respect, bipartisan. But after 2016, she joined the resistance, and she was just a crushed person. And she's very lucky, Megan. If you look back, she's a very lucky person because she destroyed classified documents that were under federal subpoena and 30,000 emails in total, and then destroyed the devices under which they were written. And if Donald Trump had done that, he wouldn't have been and they let her off. She's been given a pass her whole life, and I don't know what the degree. I don't think Chelsea Clinton got any money, but I don't know why you'd give any money to a Clinton initiative. Given the record of that,
just the name
anything with a Clinton name on it, going back to Clinton speaking, in the mayor of Moscow giving him $500,000, then suddenly Hillary sees to release North American uranium to a Russian company, and the foundation got money from Russian oligarchs. So that whole Clinton enterprise is corrupt, and it has been for years, and she knows it.
It stinks.
I think
all right, wait, I got to do one more. I got to do one more
out.
Super Bowl ad with you. One more.
Yeah.
I'm a cultural commentator here at BDH. This one, you mentioned comedy and how it's coming back. Well, Shane Gillis was a comedian who got canceled during the height of the wokeness because he got hired by SNL, and then it emerged that in one of his comedy routines, he did an Asian accent. So they canceled him on SNL for doing an Asian. It was just absolutely absurd.
SNL, they canceled him for
He
being
did
Asian? For being an accent? Playing an accent? Oh.
So he did an Asian accent. I guess I didn't know. I don't know who the guy is.
We don't watch the show.
But Whoopi Goldberg's,
the blackface?
boyfriend you know,
I already
you
know where he's going with
Ted
that.
Danson. He showed up at a party with Whoopi Goldberg in blackface.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, pardon my French. I love you with everything I got, but get the fuck out of here. You gotta be you gotta be out of your damn mind to buy into that crap. You know, now.
He's back too. He is starring in the latest, this is no accident, Bud Light ad, which is all testosterone. Here.
You gonna go fishing tomorrow? I got a colonoscopy tomorrow.
Colonoscopy.
Fellas, I accidentally threw a lame party.
Okay, Ted.
They're on their way.
Big men on the cul-de-sac
They're here.
leads.
You call this a party?
Cul-de-sac party.
Launch! These beers are a metaphor for an invitation.
Is that our leaf blower?
Party at the sack!
You are cordially invited to the end of the cul-de-sac.
This is incredible.
Your mower smokes meat?
Oh, a smoker cuts grass.
Hell yeah.
I spent most of my money on this.
New rig?
Fully custom.
How many Bud Lights can you fit in that puppy?
As many Bud Lights as it takes.
A lot of Bud Lights. Bud Light
Grass.
Hell yeah.
I spent most of my money on this.
New rig?
Fully custom.
How many Bud Lights can you fit in that puppy?
As many Bud Lights as it takes.
A lot of Bud Lights. This cul-de-sac's popping.
Bill, get off the boat. The HOA's already breathing down my neck.
It's bearded men.
That was great, man. That was great. Just
I think Bud Light's trying to redeem themselves a little.
yeah, from their Dylan Mulvaney bullshit.
That's what that is.
Yeah. That's great though.
I gotta give them credit. That was pretty
That's
good.
great.
That was funny.
Guys with baseball caps,
Oh, it's men
party
being
at the
men.
sack, smoking meat with the women, and I didn't see any fake women by the name of Dylan Mulvaney. This company has
Right?
heard us. It's obvious.
Yeah, I think they don't hire any more Harvard graduates to be their ad czars, and they decided that the 0.001% of the population is not as profitable as white male working class, I guess, or
Yeah.
any
Their base,
black
their bread and
male,
butter.
Hispanic. Yeah, that's their base, and so I guess they figure they're not going to commit suicide anymore.
We continue.
You know, here's the thing. Okay, so they did all this bull crap, and they chased us off essentially for 8 years. You know,
Well,
maybe 8 years. I don't know. Give or take a year or two. I have no idea.
That's a good roundabout because you got to think even before the whole anti-American stuff, their halftime shows has been going downhill.
They've been going downhill. You know, I looked it up earlier, and it's Kendrick Lamar he's a rapper. Now, I've heard the name Kendrick Lamar.
That's halftime this year.
That he's the halftime show. But I mean, you know, they've been screwing up the halftime show for a long time. There was one halftime show that I would say I will rate as the best of the best.
I already know where you're going.
And this is it.
The morning of the game, I opened the curtains in my hotel room and I was like, oh my God, it was like a scene from Moby Dick. It was like the winds were blowing the palm trees and the rain was one of those Miami rainstorms that just would not relent. We're in this truck sitting behind Don Misher. And I remember Don said, put me on the phone with Prince. Don says, now I want you to know it's raining. And Prince is like, yes, it's raining. And are you okay? And Prince is like, can you make it rain harder? And I was like, right on.
Man, the best of the best guys right here.
know, the thing about it is, when it starts raining and he busts Purple Rain, and he's got the, you know, the girls in the big stilettos. That was sick. That was sick.
They're very brave to be dancing on those floors of those hills.
Well, it's not just that. It's raining.
wet.
And it's,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We were
They're all
told in
wet.
40 years it's never rained in the Super Bowl. Don't worry about it. So
it's
that
all
went
the
well.
electrical. I mean, everything is electrical.
We were up
Like,
in a
you know, they all
booth
could
at
have
the
been
top of the
electrocuted.
stadium,
You know what I
and
mean?
the rain is pouring into the booth. It was so windy and rainy we couldn't even see.
You know, I just think tomorrow's Super Bowl, it's a dawn of a new era. We're going back to what we had, where guys can be guys. Guys drink beer. Guys smoke cigars.
Mm-hmm.
Guys check out hot chicks. Chicks like to be checked out.
Chicks like to check out guys.
Oh,
There we
that's
go.
yeah. Oh, there's always that.
Mm-hmm.
We all love good food.
Yeah.
You know, some good. I mean, man, some of the best dishes you get. It happened on Super Bowl. She has a reputation. You know, used to. You know, before 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Man, she'd make some killer Super Bowl platters, and we would hold Super Bowl parties. You know, who knows? Maybe it'll come back to that again. If
Maybe.
you know,
Maybe.
you know, if we can get if we can get back to America first, and
Yeah.
everybody get on the same damn side.
Maybe. And I told Bobby this earlier. I said, I think one of the reasons Trump is going to be there tomorrow, I think he's trying to show unity. And I know that's a big thing for him on this second term for him, is to finally get us all united as Americans, not as divided as different individuals or religions or races. So I think he means to be there for that, for at least one of, I'm sure, of his reasons to be there.
First sitting U.S. president to
Exactly.
ever go to a Super Bowl.
Exactly. And again, you
That
know,
has
I think
never
that's
happened before.
probably why.
You know.
And if that's the case, in my opinion, I hope so. I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. I think it's a phenomenal thing. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. I'm just gonna put it back on a little bit of this Prince for just a second here, if that's okay, baby.
By the time we got to the end of the set, when he did do Purple Rain, that was one of those times where things just
wanted
worked
to highlight
magically,
how this
and
was
there's
the
nothing you
best.
can do but just say thank you.
I agree. Nothing's ever replaced it. Come close to it. It's the best.
I never meant to cause you any pain. I didn't want to one time see you laughing, babe. Only want to see you laughing, yeah. In the purple rain, purple rain, purple rain.
Yeah.
Purple rain, purple rain. That's all right. Come on,
Man,
y'all.
that was a good show.
Good under-describes it, baby.
That was the best of the best, the greatest,
Don't it feel good?
and irreplaceable to this day. Irreplaceable. I remember when we lived and everything.
Can I play this
Just watching
guitar?
To me, it's about one guy in the middle of 100,000 people and 100 million people on television. And it's your moment to be Prince at the Super Bowl. And Mother Nature is dropping thousands and thousands of gallons of rain. I always thought how cool the guy is to rise up and just get stormed upon and just bring what he brought. That was so special.
Y'all want to sing tonight?
They'll never be an Super Bowl like
Come on.
halftime show like today.
Nope.
I can hear you. There you go. Come on.
Everything around him is electrical and they're in the rain.
Everybody, let me hear you.
Yeah. You know, I've been, ever since you met me back in 1987, I've been a massive Prince fan.
Yeah. I don't know about many of you, but I know we miss him. One day we'll know the truth.
Guys, it's awesome to relive, you know, a halftime show like Prince's. I don't know what Kendrick Lamar is going to bring tomorrow. I hope it's something good. I don't know. You know, I don't know Kendrick Lamar. I don't know his music. I'm hoping that they, you know, he brings it. I hope the game is good. I hope it's tight and it's without controversy.
Mm-hmm.
And the United States can actually get together and actually just watch a game for a damn change without anybody acting like a damn fool. Nobody dropping a knee and, you know, or anything like that, disrespecting a flag. You know, we all love the occasional streaker that runs across the field, you know, and security has to tackle them. It's humorous. It's, you know, I mean, I thought about doing it myself a couple times. Yeah, no, it'd be too cold. My reputation would be ruined. You know, but you know, I look forward to seeing the president there tomorrow. I hope the rumors are true. I really hope
the rumors are true too. I mean, that would be legit. Talk about holding our ground and fighting back, right? So yes.
It's about getting America back. That's what this whole thing is about. It's about getting America back. How did what would our founding fathers think? If they saw us today, mm-hmm. Every one of them would slap the hell out of me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we got to get back to our roots. We got to get back to our founding fathers. We got to get back to the United States of America, and we got to get a country where our children and our grandchildren have sustainability and safety. And those who go against that, they face accountability. That's how I see it.
Yeah, but it's also a little bit of "I told you so."
What do you mean?
If those commercials are true and he does what we heard he's gonna do, it is a big eye opener and a big "I told you so" that all of us on one side has been saying all along.
Yeah, we all knew it, but it's just we'll see what the reaction comes. I can guarantee you, the lamestream media on Monday, if Elon Musk has those commercials, there's going to be a meltdown. They're going to flip shit.
That's true.
That's a fact. That's okay. Yeah. Well, I really don't give a shit because I don't pay attention to those guys. But
we actually kind of hope so because it's kind of funny.
But you know, we're gonna watch Super Bowl tomorrow. First time in 8 years.
At least. However long that's been.
We hope it's a great game. You know,
me too.
And we hope that every one of you guys, you know, are, you know, get some good food, get to enjoy the day. You know, it's Sunday, and you know, get some rest, relaxation, enjoy some R&R with some friends.
Amen.
And just love each other, and you know, and hug each other, and you know, that's what me and Yvette are going to be doing.
Yep.
And you know, I'm going to spend the day tomorrow with my absolute best friend.
That's right.
And
we're going to relax. We're going to enjoy the game.
We're going to eat.
And we're going to eat
and
drink and hope to see some good stuff.
Yeah. You know, so we appreciate you guys joining us here at the lounge. This is, you know, again, this is my lovely wife, Yvette, and I thank her so much for joining me.
Thanks again for having me, hon. I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. And this is Bobby D from the lounge. Thanks for joining us, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.